Hi everybody, and welcome to the Digging Deeper unit on e-negotiation. By e-negotiation, we're talking about a negotiation situation which is taking place when parties are not sitting together in the same room, but they're distant from one another, and they're communicating via the various means afforded to them by communication technology. So this, well, to some extent it includes communication by phone, but nowadays we're mainly focused on communication via other platforms, via computer-mediated communication. Currently the predominant method for negotiation is email, but there are certain to be other methods out there that are being used. It used to be that this topic would receive a tiny little mention in a book on negotiation or a couple of off-the-cuff comments in a negotiation course. However, I think that this topic is becoming central. It's becoming central to negotiation because it's becoming central to the way we live our lives. As so many of our interactions are taken online, as we continue to do more and more meaningful things at a distance, on the computer, using the internet. Whether it's online shopping, or online dating, or online therapy, or all the other onlines that could possibly be done, we find ourselves lowering a lot of our previous inhibitions regarding what activities we take online. And so it should come as no surprise that we're 5 years ago, maybe, certainly 7 years ago, many people would tell me something like, yeah, but no, I never negotiate anything online. I never hear that anymore. And even 3-4 years ago, I'd hear people say, yeah, but I never negotiate anything important online. And nowadays, I never hear that either. And that's simply because we all do. All of the interactions, remember back in unit number 1 when we discussed all of the different actions that are, all the different interactions that are negotiation interactions, we do all of those online now. So our e-negotiation activities are just a natural part of that trend of moving stuff online. However, negotiating online is simply not the same as negotiating with someone with whom you're sitting face to face. There are differences. Communicating via a communication channel changes the way messages are transmitted, and it changes the way messages are received. And the better we get on top of that, the faster we get on top of that, the better we'll do in improving our communication abilities and our abilities to negotiate via this channel. So that is the focus of this unit. I'll just add that this area is a rapidly developing area and it's a rapidly changing area. And the reason that it's changing so quickly is not only because people are moving more and more of their activity online, but because the technology involved is constantly changing. As you'll see in the material inside, if you think about it, 5 years ago, consider, where did you open your email? You probably opened it on your desktop, maybe in your office, maybe at home. Think about where you opened your email 3 years ago, and you might say either on your desktop or on your laptop. And if I'd ask you today, where do you open your email? Your answer will probably be that you answer it as I do, that you answer it on your phone. So now we're walking around with our inbox in our pocket. That changes things fundamentally. We never used to do things this way. We never used to have to respond to negotiation offers and counter offers while we're riding on a bus and suddenly something vibrates in our pocket, or while we're in the supermarket and suddenly we get an email asking us, have we received the last offer? So things are changing very quickly. Our communication habits are changing very quickly, and it is never too soon to get on top of that for purposes of negotiation. So let's get to work.